Hey guys, my name is Philip, and in today's video I'll be going over Dutch auctions and why I believe Dutch auctions are the most efficient way to buy or sell businesses. So in college, I was basically tasked with my entire classroom was tasked with coming up with business ideas that aren't essentially norms. It was a business strategy class, so business ideas that we think we could implement, and the entire paper was over discussing why we think the certain aspect of business isn't in place and how we feel we can add it to a business and then make it more efficient. So what I wrote my paper on was Dutch auctions, which is the reason why we're discussing Dutch auctions today for buying and selling businesses. So first off, what is a Dutch auction? A Dutch auction is when the price of something, I'm going to use a business for example. So a Dutch auction is, let me take a step back. A regular auction, let's say somebody's auctioning a business, prices start at zero. Then a buyer comes in, $50. Then another buyer comes in, $100. Then another buyer comes in, $200. And then the price starts at zero and then goes upwards, which is good, which is okay, but it could be better, it could be improved. So this is how a Dutch auction works. With a Dutch auction, it's reversed. So in a Dutch auction, prices start high. Let's say I'll just use 100,000 for example. So the price of your business is $100,000, and over time that price would decline. So let's say you set a price decrement. So what a price decrement is basically the time frame that you set for your prices to decrease. You can set your prices at $100,000 with a price decrement of, let's say, $1,000 a day, meaning that every day the price reduces by $1,000. So day one, 100,000. Day two, 99,000. Day three, 98,000. In this presentation, I'll just be going over why the Dutch auction is the most efficient way to buy or sell a business. Number one, speed. So speed and urgency. The problem with fixed price listings, traditional sales platforms leave listings stagnant for months with little buyer engagement. Without urgency, buyers delay decisions, leading to wasted time and missed opportunities. Sellers lose momentum and deals often fall through due to prolonged negotiations, which usually takes place during regular auctions. So in a regular auction, if a product, it might be in demand, but usually in auctions, in a regular auction, unless it's time based, it typically takes a really long time for anything to happen. There's no sense of urgency in place, and buyers really just let things sit. Buyers really just let things sit for a long time. So how Dutch auctions accelerate these sales are Dutch auctions force action. There is a countdown timer that compels buyers to act before price drops further. There's built-in urgency just in the entire dynamics of a Dutch auction. Built-in urgency. There are scheduled price reductions that I spoke about earlier. These are the price decrements. So in this example, this talks about the price decrement going down by about 5K every 48 hours. And doing this in and of itself with a Dutch auction prevents stagnation. Also, competitive pressure, especially on AI exchange. So we've built the marketplace in a way that bids are visible, and what this does is creates a sense of FOMO, fear of missing out. And as prices drop, there's multiple buyers that are waiting for the price to hit a certain target for them to place their bids. And once that price continues to dwindle, my cutoff may be, starting going back to the 100K example, my cutoff may be, you know what, I'd be interested in placing a bid once it hits 30,000. Another buyer may say, you know what, I'll be interested in placing a bid in this product once it hits 45,000. And then the reason it builds that sense of urgency is because once buyers know that prices are dropping and there are other buyers that are looking at the business, they would essentially move a whole lot quicker. They would set their price targets relatively higher just because they know if the prices gets too low, it may get taken from under them. And also, you want to be the person in a Dutch auction, you would want to be the person that bids rather soonest, just because it discourages second, third bidders from bidding if you already priced them out in the beginning. Why time efficiency matters. For sellers, you get faster exits, meaning quicker access to capital for new ventures, and for buyers, no need to wait months for due diligence. Just place a bid, move fast. So also, the way the Dutch auction works on the AI Exchange Club, prices start high, go low, buyer places a bid, and then once that buyer places a bid, there's still time left in that auction. You may set a 30-day auction window. So price starts at 100,000. A buyer comes in, places a bid at 70,000. Now you have 30 days before that $70,000 bid. You can approve it or reject it, but you have 30 days until you are able to essentially close that auction window. Fairness for all. So sellers set the starting line. Unlike traditional sales where brokers dictate pricing, Dutch auctions let sellers name their ideal starting price. This empowers founders to value their businesses based on their own metrics, growth potential, IP, etc. And the descending price model ensures they never sell for less than what the market is willing to pay. So that's another thing with the Dutch auction. Dutch auctions help to find price efficiency and helps actually find the true market value of a business. So in a regular auction, you get into what's known as bidding wars, where people continuously higher, and a Dutch auction kind of prevents that from happening, at least on the front end. Buyers reveal true intent. Fixed price listings encourage lowballing. Buyers hide their max budget, hoping to negotiate down. And in Dutch auctions, buyers must bid transparently as the price drops, exposing their real valuation. This creates a fair playing field where the highest sincere bidders wins. And my favorite part, no middlemen, nobody to manipulate the price, trying to basically just get a commission off of you and helping you sell your business, and just trying to find any buyer that'll take it just to fill their own pockets. So with the AI Exchange Club, there are no brokers, so no broker fees. Brokers often inflate or deflate prices to serve their own commissions, like I mentioned, and Dutch auctions remove this conflict of interest. Price movements are purely algorithmic and visible to all, and every participant operates within the same information in real time. Market-driven pricing. No guesswork pricing. Traditional M&A relies on brokers or arbitrary multiples, some like a 3x revenue multiple. So Dutch auctions let buyers compete in real time, revealing true market value. Quick example, a no-code AI tool is manually valued at 50K. Dutch auction starts at 80K. Boom, 80K. 80K goes down over time, sells at 65K, which was 30% above expert estimates. So there's a lot of evaluation tools out there, and a lot of it will give you super high estimates just to get you to sign up and participate in the marketplace, if you didn't know. Yeah, so doing this eliminates broker bias. Brokers often undervalue to guarantee quick sales and their commission, and sellers set their own starting price, maintaining control. So another example, founder was told by a broker your AI tool is worth 20K max. Dutch auction sold it for 45K, no broker fees involved. Seller gets a big chunk of change, buyer walks away happy, no bidding wars, no brokers to deal with. And this also encompasses a dynamic demand capture. So fixed prices ignore buyer urgency. Dutch auctions reward patience and aggression. The psychology of FOMO. My crypto guys know what this is about. So Dutch auctions weaponize scarcity. The descending price signals a deal is slipping away, it's getting away. I have to place a bid now before it gets too low, and then somebody comes in, and then now we have to actually get into a bidding war. So unlike static listings, the countdown forces buyers to confront opportunity costs, bid now or basically lose it forever. And essentially, the lower that bid goes, the lower the price goes, the more competition that you have. So, like I said earlier, Dutch auctions have the natural ability to make people place their bids much sooner than if it was just a regular auction where they can go higher over time. Strategic patience versus panic. Savvy buyers wait for optimal price drops, but must act before rivals do. The transparency of bids creates herd mentality. Seeing others jump in validates urgency. No blind bidding, which is, I believe, to be eBay's flaws. So eBay's sniping rewards last second tech tricks, frustrating honest buyers. And so what sniping is, let's say you open a bid, let's say Jordan 8 Aquas, right, on eBay. You place a bid, $200 for some Jordan 8 Aquas. You could be the leading bidder up until the last 5 minutes. And this happened to me on eBay before. You can be the winning bidder up until, I would say, like the last 30 seconds. Somebody may place a bid at the very last second of that bid, and then you lose the opportunity to continue bidding. You lost the bid, you lost the shoes. Idiot. Dutch auctions reward strategy, timing bids without blind guesswork. So this is a very terrible AI picture. I guess this is supposed to be an auction. Yeah. So AI Dutch auctions on AIexchange.club. If I haven't mentioned before, so AIexchange.club is a Dutch auction marketplace that allows buyers and sellers to bid, buy, and sell their AI SaaS businesses. And why I feel, like I mentioned earlier in the video, the beginning of the video, this is why I feel that Dutch auctions win. Faster deals, close in days, not months, much more fairer, no broker manipulation, just pure market pricing. The market gets to decide how much your product is going to sell for, not you, not super greedy buyers that are overbidding, which could work out for a seller, which is rarer. Okay, and it's on AIexchange.club. Bids are extremely transparent. Every bid and every price drop is public. Anybody can see it. So doing some research, I already found some industries already adopting Dutch auction infrastructure, crypto, NFTs, and tokens, using Dutch auctions for their fair launches when their tokens come out. So join the club. If you are interested in joining the AI Exchange Club, check us out at AIexchange.club. Join the AI Exchange Club newsletter where you can stay up to date on launching officially. As of right now, it's currently in the MVP stage. If I was to give a guess, I'm not going to, but very soon the AI Exchange Club will be launching. Join the club.